SilentMartyr here. I'm with my good friend 840 Riggs.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm 840 Riggs.
We're going to be showing you Chrono Trigger New Game Plus on the Japanese version of the Super Nintendo. So this is going to be a short and sweet one. We're just going to be doing, like, blowing through. Riggs will talk more about it as we go, but sit down, get ready, because this is going to be quick.
So what we're actually going to do is, when he loads the game, we have a very specific RNG load that we have to do. It starts from the very first A press when we are starting up the game. So from the ticking clock, the first A press is when we're going to start counting. And we want to load within 16 beats for New Game Plus on the file that we have chosen. So, but our timer doesn't start until we're actually in the game.
All right, I'm going to just get it going, see what happens.
All right, good luck on the RNG. So every runner, when counting that RNG, has a different style they like to use. We have 3 different animations. Luca moving her glasses. Each time she moves her glasses up or down is one of the beats that we need. I specifically use a little gif of Ayla dancing from the left and to the right. And then there's another one with Robo where his eyes are blinking. And those generally help us actually be able to time our beats for the load-in.
It's 148 beats per minute is the beat we're going for, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
Because you can just use a straight metronome if you want to get wild, but I use the Robo.
Yeah, just get weird with it if you're a musical major. So the actual run starts at that very last text window from your mom, and then time starts when Chrono is actually able to move. What we want here for the names, we're not gonna rename anybody. We are literally just gonna mash through pretty much everything here. It really just comes down to the menu at this part of the game, which he's gonna go through right after grabbing Meryl. We do talk to Pierre to actually open up Luca's space in the festival, but because we get to talk to Pierre, we get a free equip menu. And in that equip menu, we're going to change Chrono's weapon to the rainbow, which gives us a 70% crit rate. Meryl will get the Prism Helm, Chrono gets the Haste Helm, Nova Armor, and Prism Specs. And we'll see how well this comes out. Very well, that's a gangster menu. Okay, I didn't want to say anything while you were going for it. What we could have had there is what we call a candy skip. This little scene where Meryl drags Chrono away. You're able to actually tuck yourself into some of those trees on the right-hand side, and that allows you to bypass a rotating trigger that causes that cutscene right there. We enter into the right teleporter, and we teleport straight to Lavos. We're going to do another small menu here. Oh, it's okay. We'll do the battle speed change and battle cursor change when we get into Lavos. We do have a damage value for the proper RNG that we want to be on. We want to actually look for Meryl being hit and then her HP being at 503. Right now, we are a bit off, but that's okay. The run is fairly easy, and no matter what, we can finish the run, and it doesn't actually take that much longer.
$499 or $500 rather is a good value to be off on. It pretty closely mimics what we're doing for the route, so we shouldn't be deviating too hard.
Right here, he's changing the battle speed to 2. And putting the battle cursor on to allow us to already be on tech and item when our ATBs load. But from there is where it gets a little bit interesting, because on the outside, Chrono just uses Luminaire, and then we hit Lavos with the Ice Sword, and it cleans up pretty quickly. In here, we do have to do some menuing. There's an item that gets thrown around. We should be a little bit quick, but Silent is actually really good at all of the backups. So since we're not on RNG, he knows when all of Lavos' attacks are about to be thrown out, which ones are going to be coming out. I'm much better at following a script. I don't actually know a ton of the backups. But from here, we wait for the Doors of Doom, and then Luminaire, and then just another Luminaire super quickly. Hopefully, this kills off both of his arms before he's actually able to send out... I don't know the actual name of it, but I just call it the boomerangs from his hands.
Yeah, I call them scythes.
Scythes?
Sickles,
Yeah,
whatever you want to do. Yeah, this is where I figured the RNG was going to be off.
But that's all right. We're going to use Luminaire, and then we're going to throw a Hyper Ether at Chrono. Just because he's now only at 7 MP, and we are going to use 2 Hyper Ethers through the entire run.
We also curate the item menu, so Hyper Ether is literally the first thing there, because it's the only item we use in the run.
It makes it so easy.
Oh, so close.
Wow, he got that off fast.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get that in.
You are going to just be using an attack here to end it, right?
Yeah.
You're just going to use the Ice 2? Okay.
Yeah, the damage values have been a little too low to get the Ice 2 in.
And that's the second part of Lavos. That's Inner. Normally when we end that fight, we use a Luminaire, and Meryl's ATB is already filled, so we just hit him with an Ice 2. But when it's a little bit off like this, it's faster to just allow Chrono's ATB to fully replenish, and then just hit him with an attack. If it's not a crit, it would not kill, but because Rainbow has that 70% crit rate, it's pretty much a guaranteed crit.
I've literally never in any attempt had that not be a crit.
We are going to go away from the Chrono only Luminaring here. We are going to use one other attack. Chrono's going to use Confusion, and he's going to kill off the left bit here. And Meryl's just going to take an attack on the right bit, and I believe that triggers a defense down.
It also skips an attack for that bit, too. It normally does that little rainbow circle that it encapsulates the player it's attacking with.
Okay, yeah.
So that it, like, skips that phase of his attack cycle as well. We do that a couple of times if the RNG is right. Hence why in the second phase we get to dodge that poison attack that we saw if we are on RNG correctly. You just got to sing. No one wants to hear you sing, Lavos. Karaoke night is over.
Karaoke's for Gato. Come on, leave it to the professionals. We're going to throw another Hyper Ether at Chrono here, and this is basically just going to be Luminaire till death. But, you know, who doesn't like a renamed Ultima from Final Fantasy III?
I think because we're off RNG, the right bit will also respawn the center and left bits, but it should do it in concurrence with the last Luminaire, so there's no risk of anything other than just a bit of a time loss for the actual animation of them being revived and whatnot.
Yeah, so it'll revive here, or he's going to get it off. Yep, there's the revive.
Just a tick slow.
Yeah.
No worries.
And they're not going to be able to attack, and the Luminaire kills the right bit. The time will actually be right when the damage value is at the apex as it's rising. Now, 708, that's actually not bad.
Yeah,
being
that
off
was
RNG and missing the candy skip.
That was a lot
really
of time
good.
loss. I'll take that. The RNG itself for being off wasn't too bad. Like, Marl can be killed at one point in the second phase if you're off. Flashing light warning for those of you susceptible.
Yeah, please look away if you do have epilepsy.
Yeah,
It's not great.
That's the run. Very short and sweet. Other than the fact that, accessing a Super Nintendo cart is very difficult, this is a really beginner-friendly speedrun. It doesn't require a lot of time investment. There's not really a bunch of really nasty tricks and techs and skips you gotta learn. It's mostly just menu execution. And if you can practice that, then you'll be able to throw together a really fast run.
There is actually a tutorial that I made during COVID for this exact run, so if you're looking to learn something new, you don't want to go into the longer Chrono Trigger runs, I will show you how to get a save file for New Game Plus, as well as teach you how to run through it. There's also another tutorial that I made for Candy Skip, and I show 3 different variations on how you can set yourself up for it. So just throwing that out there, if anybody wants to learn, there's a lot of stuff out there.
We're a very beginner-friendly community. We love newcomers, and we'll always help you guys out if you're interested.
We just love Chrono Trigger.
I mean, who doesn't? Let's be real. Yeah, I think that about wraps things up.
Right on.
Want to thank SpeedGaming for allowing us to showcase this beautiful run, and thanks everybody for hanging out with us.
Yeah, and thank you, Silent, for doing this for the marathon and submitting.
Oh,
it's always good to see New Game Plus.
I try to get it out there as much as possible.
All right, have a great night, guys. I think that's all from us. SpeedGaming, thank you so much. And Silent, have a great night.
Peace.